is lesson 26 for clarinet. We will play number 62. There's a couple things we need to talk about before we do number 62. You should have already looked and read through them, so I don't really have to talk too much about it. But first thing is, you should have looked at the top of the page and found a flat. Okay? A flat looks like a lowercase b. Okay? And it is found before a note. So for instance, you see it on right next to the flat symbol, you have a B, then it has an arrow going down to B flat, and it shows the two whole notes there. Yeah, a flat lowers a note. Okay? So when you see that flat written, think about playing that note a little bit lower. How do we do that? For clarinet, for every note, a flat lowers it a half step. Okay? Just remember that, because we're going to talk about that during class later. A flat lowers a note a half step. So your B on that third line, this is your B. When you add the flat, just a little bit lower, okay? Your B flat is that A key, okay? Your A key plus the register key. Don't cover that hole, don't cover that hole. That's your B flat. Okay? Let's play that B flat so we can make sure it works. Remember, just that. Of course, you can put your right hand down. You can put those two fingers down like we probably talked about for class. For our A, okay? That also works for the B flat. You're going to see me put it down because that's what works for my clarinet. Okay? So let's play the B flat, A, and register key. Here we go, B flat. Did your pitch match mine? If it did, good. If not, chances are you're either sharp, or if your embouchure is not tight, your note's going to be really, really flat. So you have to pull that pitch up, got to make that as tight as you can and push that air very, very fast. Okay? Alright. For lesson 26, our code word is articulation. We've talked about it. What does articulation mean? Articulation is what you do with your tongue. So for instance, we tongue notes regularly like we do in 62. Or for instance, we have a tie at the end of that. Or a slur. Okay? Slurs are articulations as well. Articulation is A-R-T-I-C-U-L-A-T-I-O-N. That's articulation. Okay? Alright, let's play number 62. 1, 2, ready. Now, wait a minute. At the beginning of the second line, I played what sounded like 4/8 notes. But are those 4/8 notes at the beginning of the second line? Are those 4/F/8 notes? They are. Okay? You can have eighth notes, like how we talked about on a previous page, where we have 2 of them connected. But when 4 of them are connected, they're still eighth notes. As long as they have that one beam up top that connects all those notes, they're eighth notes. You can have as many notes as you want under there, but if there's only one beam that connects them, they're only going to be eighth notes. Okay? So, that was lesson 26. Thank you for joining me.